After the chaotic battle between Ryomen Sukuna and Satoru Gojo, it left a lot of people thinking about Satoru Gojo's return. But after 236, we could confirm that Satoru Gojo is gone and he's dead. But there are some theories that Gojo may come back either as a Kenjaku puppet, or he could come back with RCT and revive himself and be able to fight Sukuna once again. Multiple people on TikTok and even on Twitter have even made the theory that Gojo will use RCT or come back and have his second awakening and be able to fight Sukuna. But I'm here to tell you, I don't think it's ever going to happen. But knowing how insane Gege is, I definitely think that he would do this. But me personally, in a story-wise standpoint, this is just never going to happen. But before we even discuss about Gojo returning and all that other type of stuff, I will say this, anime onlys, this is manga spoilers. I don't know how many times I gotta say this, but manga spoilers. So if you guys don't want to get spoiled for the manga, obviously you should leave. If you don't care, then stick around. I do plan to do manga JJK content. If you're kind of cool with that and down with that, subscribe and hit that bell notification. Now back to Sukuna versus Gojo. In my personal opinion, I'm going to make a video on this in the near future, but in the most simplistic terms of Gojo versus Sukuna, I really liked it. I don't think it's the top one fighting JJK. I didn't think it broke any molds, but I do really like it. It showcased both Sukuna and Gojo at their best and at their fullest. But there are two things that we knew had to be true. Either Gojo is going to lose or Sukuna is going to have to lose. Whichever route Gege Akutami went, both would be ridiculed with slander. And he went the route where Gojo lost and he died. Now, it isn't confirmed that he died, and there is a bit of mystery if he even is dead or not. But for now, he is out of the story and Sukuna reigned the victor. Now, obviously, like I said in the beginning of the video, I will make a separate video talking about Sukuna versus Gojo, the battle of the two strongest, and my personal opinions. But for now, this is just if Gojo should come back or not. Now, for one thing, there are many people saying that Gojo should come back because obviously it would be cool. Seeing Gojo come back reminiscent of the hidden inventory arc, it would not only be cool, it would be reminiscent of that type of scene. Now, if it was just cool, that wouldn't be the main push on why people want him back. Obviously, things can be cool, but the writing cannot be there. Obviously, there are other people saying that Gojo should come back because he hasn't saved Megumi yet. Megumi, the boy who basically Gojo raised and fostered and looked after him. Gojo hasn't been able to tell Megumi about his father. Even though there were many chances for him to say so, Megumi didn't really care or didn't really want to know. And Gojo has to die with that regret. He didn't tell Megumi about his father, and not only that, he didn't even get a chance to save him. Enough about Megumi. That's another video for another day. Let's talk about Gojo's other allies, Yuji, Yuta, Maki, everyone else. Gojo wanted a place and fix Jujutsu society and foster up strong and independent allies to help him create a better world for young Jujutsu sorcerers. With everything I've said, it looks like Gojo should be coming back. He should verse Sukuna again. He should get to see his students grow up into competent and individual sorcerers and change the world that he wanted, and to see them not lonely and to see them thrive. But what if I told you that him not fulfilling his goal is okay? It's okay for Gojo to be dead and not fulfilling his goal. It's okay for him to have a little regret when he goes out, because in some series, say Naruto, like Minato and Kushina's death, those two died with a little regret. But in Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm not saying it's better than Naruto, it does change this a lot. Sorcerers that die in this series don't really die with regret. They don't really say, man, I wish my life was this or that. No, they take it for what it is. It's basically the concept of it is what it is. For example, somebody like Mekamaru, we all saw him die, and we all saw the impact it had on Miwa, but he didn't die with any regret. Yes, he didn't get to be with everyone else in the Kyoto school. Yes, he couldn't be with Miwa as well, but seeing Miwa smile and seeing everyone happy just makes sure that he's happy. He didn't complain. He didn't really regret his decision. Everything he did was flawless. Well, kind of. But everything he did was for the sake of everyone. And not only that, his help did prevent some deaths in Shibuya, even though there were a lot of characters dying. For example, again, Nobara. Now, we don't know Nobara's dead, but bear with me with this. Nobara, when she quote-unquote died, didn't complain about her life. She said, Yuji, tell everyone that my life wasn't that bad. She was happy with the friends that she had. She's happy with the life that she was able to live. Even somebody like Satoru Gojo, Gojo's ex-friend, somebody who Gojo cared about so deeply, and not only that, his character is rooted in that tragedy, remembering back on what tore them both apart, and him having to build walls around himself and not being able to open up. Geto still considered Gojo his best friend, and he didn't go back on what he said. He didn't go back on his ideals. He didn't think this was really the wrong way to go and I regret it. No, he still kept firm in his ideals, even if we don't agree with them. He still kept firm, and he still considered Gojo his best friend until the end. And now for Gojo, go back to chapter 336. Everyone in Gojo's life who has died and has moved on, they all died with no regrets. Nanami, Toji, Geto, everyone, all of them died with no regret. And Gojo repeats this same theme again. He doesn't think about the bad Sukuna is going to cause. He doesn't think about what's going to happen now. Is his students going to be okay? Is it really bad that I just left them there and now I died? No, he just says, I had fun. And I'm glad to fight Sukuna at his fullest, even though I have some problems with some of this dialogue. I think it's kind of weird for Gojo to say some of this stuff. I will say this, it does continue some of the themes and some of the things that have been spoken in this series. And I will say, if Gojo does come back, it ruins this moment that we have with Gojo, a vulnerable Gojo, a Gojo who doesn't regret anything and is going to leave it to his students, to his allies, the allies that he trusted with everything, the allies that he trusted after Shibuya when he got sealed. Yuji, Maki, Hikari, Yuta, everyone else, he trusts them, and he knows that they'll get the job done in his slate. Now, I have seen people saying that Kenjaku's going to take over Gojo's body, which I don't know how that's going to work, but you do you. But I hope you like my points in this video on why I think Gojo just should never come back in the series or just during this Sukuna segment. Because me personally, everything is perfectly crafted by Gege. He could make it where the other people and the other characters step up in Gojo's slate and now are going to be the ones to step up against Sukuna when Gojo failed. Gege bringing him back would be a spit in the face to all the characters that he entrusted. It's basically Gojo just straight up going up in their face saying, yeah, I don't trust you and I'll be the one to take care of business. No, Gojo's death symbolizes that it's a new age for sorcerers and it's a new age for him. Well, not for him because he's dead, but it's something beginning with the people that he helped and the people that he helped raise, that they got this from here on out. Now, you don't have to like Satoru Gojo's death. You really don't. I personally think there's some problems with it. Obviously, I'm going to make a video separately about the fight and obviously about the death. But I will say this, Gojo's death, it shouldn't be undermined and it shouldn't be Gojo just gets revived and he gets to fight Sukuna once again. No, I think Gege should stick with his guns and keep him dead, because it's a perfect setup for other characters like Yuji and the others to step up in Gojo's slate when he couldn't beat Sukuna. But if you did like this Jujutsu Kaisen video and you want to see more like this, I do consider commenting down below and subscribing, hit that bell notification to always stay notified whenever I upload. Now, obviously, I haven't had a good track record with JJK or their fans, but hey, I have been rereading. I do appreciate it a bit more, but I will make more videos, critiques, praise, or even theories or versus battles. I'll do it. But this has been The Red Cloak, and I'll see you guys in the next one.